Hey, great to have you here. So today we're going to do a One Piece video looking at the One Piece Starter Deck 15. Just picked up, as you can kind of see in the background, one of each of the new starter decks. Gonna share what comes in Starter Deck 15 here if you're interested in picking this up, just to be aware of what comes inside of it. So we'll take a look at the pack specifically. We'll do a separate video looking at the separate PRB packs. So something cool, if you're not aware, these new starter decks come with a pack of PRB as well. So extra value you get from having your starter deck. So as far as the details on the leader, so this is one that we've had before. They're just recycling leaders that are kind of popular as far as their opinion, and including some new cards to throw in there as well. So this one with Newgate, add one card from the top of your life cards to your hand. Cool holographic one there as well. I think the original Newgate was not holographic, so same cards, but having just different updated visuals to include there. Let's take this guy and open him up. Let me know if this is one that you're also interested in playing with. I feel like Dope Flamingo is really the more popular new starter deck, so that one I expect to be a little bit more frequently desired. All right, so finally got that open. So we have the leader, as I mentioned there. Then we have these two Newgates, which kind of cool visual there with the little orb on his hand there. So give up to one Rested Dawn card to your leader or one of your characters. Okay, you can rest him, KO up to one of the characters 5,000 power less. So definitely a good value add for these two if you're going to be playing Newgate or maybe even other red characters as well. Then Ace, if your leader's type includes Whitebeard Pirates, this character gains Rush. Okay? And then once per turn, if this character would be removed from the field by your opponent's effects, you may give the character 2,000 power, minus 2,000 power instead during this turn. Okay, interesting. Definitely probably more prominent in the Whitebeard leader only. Then a lot of these kind of comments we won't necessarily go too in-depth on, but I'll give a share as well. So when attacking, if your leader is Newgate, you cannot add life cards to your hand using your own effects during this turn. Interesting, okay. So it's like a kind of an anti-thing there, but maybe you're fine with doing that. And then we have 4 of this one. So blocker, after your opponent declares an attack, you may rest this card, yep. And then when this character is KO'd, up to one your leader gains 2,000 power during this turn. Okay, that's kind of nice. If he gets killed being a blocker, he still gives you value. Thatch, on play for your leader type include Whitebeard. Give one of your opponent characters minus 2,000 during this turn, then add one card from the top of your life cards to your hand. So definitely searching for more life in this one. Jozu, okay. Give him 1 Dawn, fewer or less life cards, and he includes Whitebeard Pirate, he gets Rush. Okay, so you can pretty much give him Rush if you're using Whitebeard. And it may run out of table space here, so we'll have to maybe put some on top. But Marco, I think I've seen this one replayed. So the blocker, then you can trash one Whitebeard from your hand. If you have 2 or less life cards, play this card from your trash rested. So he's pretty much you can keep him alive as a block. Well, not a blocker, but he would come back and then be on the board still to potentially be a blocker in the future. Or I guess an attacker maybe next turn also. Rakuyo. All of your characters with type including Whitebeard Pirates gain plus 1,000 power. Okay, so pretty much a Whitebeard type character there. You may be a fool, but I still love you. If you have 3 or less life cards, you cannot add life cards to your hand using your own effects during this turn. Okay. I'm wondering if this is some of these cards where you're not adding life, if the value is like getting to do the positive, but being restricted to not being able to draw life. So the negative wouldn't necessarily be played. Let me know if you guys play Whitebeard or playing these cards, if you feel like there's value in having some of these that don't let you pull life. All right, we pretty much have a searcher here for that one. We'll just set him aside. We'll just set him on top, honestly. Speed Yield, just a straight up 4 cost, 6k power. Just a straight up 3 cost, 5k power. Give it to one rest down to your leader. Okay, this is one I've seen before in OP3. So just including more copies of that guy. I don't think he looks really any different. I'd have to do a comparison from the OP3 version, but Fossa, blocker, pretty much a 2 cost, 2, okay. So that covers it. Then you get your Tendon in there as well. So what are you guys' thoughts on the Whitebeard or Edward Newgate starter deck? It feels kind of mixed. It doesn't feel like as a deck by itself, it's necessarily that strong. I think really in this deck, maybe you'll pull out the Marcos, maybe you'll pull out the Newgates. Other than that, if you're not playing Whitebeard himself, I'm not sure there's a strong value of having the rest of the cards. So maybe if you're playing Whitebeard, it could help with that, but I really think these two are probably the standouts in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think overall. I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I hope to talk to you again soon.